Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Tulane Green Wave. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Green Wave head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The run inside. It's Lucas. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Trying to run, it's Hill. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Keelan Russell. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Makes a grab on the shot. There he goes to the right. He's at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
To the air on first down. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Just keep slinging it. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Green Wave. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Tide ready to roll on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Russell on play action. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Running inside, it's Lucas. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Pocket breaking down. Inside the 35. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. On first down, here comes this offense. from the gun. He'll try to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The run inside. It's Hill. Just plowing ahead. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Russell. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels foot.
Just steamrolling the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. They'll run the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David. Only able to muster 3 points in their turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Hand off from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Alabama will get the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Under fire. He sacked this defense all over him. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the play.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lucas. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing Russell. Escapes the pressure going right. The throw. Snagged out of the air. At the 35, he's open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. And he got 2 of those on that one.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Alabama calls it 2nd timeout of the half. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Russell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And earlier, this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Throwing Russell. Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will put it down at midfield, a 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. Oh, no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Michigan State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Running inside, it's Lucas. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. He's got it. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, the receiver right now is just living rent-free in that cornerback's head. Early in the game, caught a bunch of in-breaking routes. Now he catches the corner route. He can run the entire route tree, and right now, he's just running wide.
On the run, it's Lucas. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Fighting off the defender. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking for space. It's Hill. Maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the 2nd level, he put the Jets on. They were
just plowing ahead. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
You've got to be able to gang tackle this guy. We see it every week. He makes people miss, and you just saw it on that last play. He's unbelievable in the open field. He can cut on a dime, and with that run, he's got this offense now set up down close to the goal line.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Trying to pound it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Lucas. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, to make it look good and cover up for him, all those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Tulane! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Green Wave strike right back.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll bring it out. It's Rogers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Keelan Russell. Got his man.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Here's the pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Trying to make oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Fourth quarter, obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Russell. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
And, guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. Here's a heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack, and now back yourself up and make it harder.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Try to march their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The Tide answers back.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that comes with it. Getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Alabama! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The snap sets up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Bring in the heat. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They not only need to pick up this first down, they need to do it quickly, David.
And they got some yards on third down, so now the fourth down is a little bit easier. But late in the ball game, man, it's go time. We need points. We got to get back in this football game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give on the inside. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
you